edits? Nope.
For me. So moved.
Second.
Brian made a motion. Virginia, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's 3-0. All right, great. What else we got? All right, so I forwarded the information that was sent to us from John and Bob in terms of the wording that we had asked them to, take a stab at. Did you guys get a chance, Brian and Virginia, get a chance to look at that?
Yes.
Yes.
Any questions or concerns about it?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
I read through it. I thought that I hit the mark. I thought it was pretty good. I thought that it was a good blend of what we were trying to do. It was a blend of saying what we were trying to do, I guess, is what how I would describe it. I don't know that I would make any changes. Certainly happy to discuss any of those. Brian, Virginia, if you got anything you want to discuss, we can go through it if you'd like. But if you've all read it as I have, I'm okay with it going forward and changing the wording. I haven't done that yet, but I will, if you guys are okay with it. I didn't want to change it without the discussion first.
I really didn't have any problem with it, to be honest with you.
I didn't either, and I very much appreciated getting the two things. One, the changes where you're editing them, and then the finished. I like being able to have the two separate like that.
Yeah, I figured if I was having trouble figuring out what it said after I made the changes without it all being together, everybody else would too.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was nice to have, especially when you're trying to track where you're from and where you're going type of thing. So that's very helpful. So I'm gonna make I don't know that we need to vote on that, or you should. What are your thoughts?
It's all part of the package, which we're going to vote on in the end.
Yeah, you're right.
We had been doing a few at a time, though, if I remember. So just for the sake of history, I'll make a motion to accept the changes.
Change those words. I second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Bear with me 1 second. Yeah, no, I thought what you guys came up with was right in line with what we were looking to do from the beginning of this. I think it also skirts the concerns that the town attorney brought up, and does what we want it to do. And at some point we'll have to figure out if it passes the legal muster. I think it probably will, because it's not a big significant
Not a big change.
yeah, it's not a structural change to our government or anything like that. So I think it's probably going to be on solid ground. So no, that's great. Thank you very much. I think that was really the biggest thing on our agenda right now. Is there anything, Bob, John, that you guys want to add or talk about relative to that area of the bylaws?
No.
Yeah.
You've spent a lot of time on it. We've spent a lot of time on it, and I was pleased with the way it came out. I think that I had hoped that I had worked in the ideas that you were trying to get at, the concerns that we had about pieces of it. So thank you for the opportunity to letting us contribute to that.
Thanks for doing it. It's a lot easier when you have people involved who deal with all the little intricate areas of the bylaws and the financial piece of the town. And, we all have a piece of that, and you have a very different perspective that we don't have. And so to have access to the information that you do is great, and we appreciate it. I think that it hits the mark, and I, for one, am happy to move forward. I tell you, we have to do is, start talking about some new dates for the next public hearing. And I'm really happy to say that, because like everybody else, I'd like to see this progress and move forward. And spent a lot of time on a lot of areas, and rightfully so. They certainly gotten their due diligence. So nobody can accuse us of not taking our time and putting time into it. So.
Al had hair when we started this.
What was that?
Al had hair when we started this.
Yeah, Al had hair, and we've been through a lot of committee members, a lot of information, and this was a big piece of it. So we appreciate your time and your efforts. And what I'll do is I'll make these changes, and I'll get them back out to the committee. John and Bob, I'll forward it to you as well, just so you have them. And if down the road you look back at something and go, oh, hey, I saw something else that might need a minor, edit, just feel free to forward it to us. I'll share it with the group. But I think it's great. I think once we get these changes, I think we're ready to move forward. So to Brian, Virginia, I think what we should probably do is let me make these changes. Let me get them out to you. We'll read them through. And then I'm going to have some conversation with Chris and the select board about our next public hearing date. That'll be our next big step forward. So as far as a next meeting, I don't know that we should plan one yet, because we don't really have anything to plan or to meet for at this point. So let me do this. Let me get with Chris and the select board, figure out what a good public hearing date is for them. And then I'll reach back out to our board and make sure it works for us. Sound like a plan?
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Excellent. Hey, thank you very much, Brian. Thanks for coming in. We'll let you get back to all that fun you were having. Yeah. And we'll adjourn the meeting at 1:21. That might have been the shortest and most productive meeting we've ever had. So
True.
Virginia, you want to see my camper?
Yeah.
let's do the virtual tour.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I gave you my office. Now I'll give you this.
This is like the homes of the rich and famous.